All right, we are here again. My name remains MFONISO Udo, and today we are going to solve the SQL Murder Mystery. Now, SQL Murder Mystery is actually one of the skill in Data Lemon. Data Lemon is one of the places you learn SQL, founded by Nick Singh, where you have like 4 games as listed here: the SQL Murder Mystery, and this and this and this, and it tests your skill on actually if you've been able to solve some problems with SQL. However, in today's video, the focus is going to be on SQL Murder Mystery. So what is SQL Murder Mystery? SQL Murder Mystery is a game that you can use your SQL skill to solve. So once you just get here, you click on the SQL Murder City, it takes you to the SQL game, and you have to read all through. If you are new to SQL, you have to try this walkthrough. This walkthrough will take you to the 30 days free roadmap. It is free, you can learn and everything. So the question says, a crime has taken place and the detective needs your help. The detective gave you the crime scene report, but you somehow lost it. You vaguely remember that the crime was a murder that occurred sometime on January 15, 2018, and that it took place in SQL City. Start by retrieving the corresponding crime scene report from the police department database. That's all you have. All you have is a date and a city that it happened, nothing else. So right, let's start by exploring the database. If you run this is the name of the tables available for us to use. And now if you run this is like, because this is the table, and inside the table this is what we have. So the rest is up to us. So click here to show the schema diagram. This is a schema. Now looking at this schema, something should come into your mind. This all this table are joined. So I feel we are going to use the join table to solve the problem. Now this is what is given, but we don't know anything there. Again, you can always go back to the walkthrough. So use your knowledge of the schema, database schema, and SQL commands to find out who committed the murder. When you think you know the answer, go to the next section, which is the solution, to check your answer. So what do? This is what is given to us first. So all right, let's try this here. Select from as we know that SQL is like you can use both small letter and capital letters for it, but the best thing to do is always to use the capital letters for this statement, just so that it can differentiate it from everything. So what do we have? We have that the date is 2018 01/15. You might ask, where did I get that from? It is already given in this question. 15 January 2018, and you know how you write SQL date is you write the year first, the month, and then the date. And we are taking it from the city. Remember that when we run this table, this is what is there. There is city, and the city is text, and there is date, and the date is integer. Do you get? So I'm taking it from this table. The table has already been created for us, so I'm taking it from that table, in case you're wondering where did I take that from. So and if you go back here to see the table, look at it here, the crime scene report table. We know that the city name was SQL City. So city is equals to SQL City, and we are aware that it was a murder that occurred. Type is here to type what kind of murder occurred. It was a murder that occurred. Murder. Yep, let's run that. Okay, exactly. So we are correct. So we know that a security footage shows that there were two witnesses. The first witness lives at the last house on Northwestern DR, and the second witness named Annabelle lives here. Oh, great. Means we have something. So I feel we should copy this because we are going to look for that detail again. I do not like the way it copied. Let's try again in copying it so that I won't have to mix it up. Okay, great. I like this now. So all right, so the question, the our results found out that the first witness lives in the last house on Northwestern, and the second witness named Annabelle lives. Great. So we go back and we reset. How do we do that? Select statement from, we go to the schema table. Person, of course, is the person, so we have the name of the person, and we also have the address number, the street number that the person lives in. So we have from persons table where we were told that the address number, address street, sorry, address street name, address street name is Northwestern DR. Now you might ask, why am I putting it in quote? You always have to put a string text in quote, and we have to order it by the address number. Address number. Let's run that. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. Address, I did not put it correctly. Wow, so we have lots of people that are staying here, and what did the first witness live at the last house on Northwestern DR? That is the reason why I put the order by to address the number on the last, because if you do not order it, it will give you something very different. So who is that person? Oh, great. So this is the person we are looking for. Morty Shapiro. This is the first person that we are looking for, and the person's name is Morty Shapiro. Copy it. All right, that's what we have. Now we go to the second person. The second person is the second witness named Annabelle, lives somewhere in Franklin Ave. All right, so second person, we are still using this table, but the address street name will no longer be Northwestern because we are told that it is Franklin Avenue, AVE, and the person's name is Annabelle. It contains Annabelle, so you have to use that like clause where you put this Annabelle contains Annabelle. So because of that, we don't need this order by any longer. All Right, so great, we found the person. This is Annabelle. Now always ensure you break down your work to make it look beautiful. So having have that this is Annabelle, we copy that, paste it somewhere, because we would definitely need that information later on. Great. So having known the first person and the second person, what do we do? Let us find out further details on Morty. Who is Morty? What is Morty? But to find out further details from Morty, we will have to go to this table. Now, who is Morty? What does Morty do? So, this table is joined with interview, get gift, this thing, and driver's license, and then income. So we can check driver's license to know who Morty is as a person. And then since we already have this has already given us an idea of his license ID. We can now check it from this table who Morty is. So in the meantime, let us copy his license number. Yeah, I guess that should be correct. Then we come here again, and then from driver's license table, we're taking it from this table, driver's license table, because we can join it with this. It shares something similar here, where ID, this is the ID. Remember the person's ID, license ID is the same thing as ID in driver's license, where ID is equals to, I think I copied it well, I'm not sure, 118009, I think should be 6 digits number. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, great. So this is his age, this is his eyes, blah blah blah, has a Mercedes Benz, and the class model is this. Oops, so many details about Shapiro has been gotten, and we copy that. Now let's check for Annabelle. What can we find about Annabelle? The same thing we did for Morty, same thing for Annabelle. Oh, this is Annabelle, this is her height, this is everything she has, this is her car model, this is her plate number, and then we have that. Now, Morty was not seen to have any GateFit membership, but Annabelle did have one. Annabelle had GateFit membership, but Morty did not have one. How is that? All right, if that is the case, let's check this. So from our table, we have to check get fit now member to see how that works. Get fit now member, where the person ID is equals to 16371. Okay. Okay, it happens to be Annabelle Miller. So yeah, if this is what we have, interesting, very, very interesting. You might want to ask, where did I get that number from? The 1639. I just remember I did not explain. This is where I got it from. 16371. That's where I got it from. So we can do the same thing for this guy to see if he has it. And then this is what we have for Annabelle. But before that, let's copy this information out before we try it for Morty to see if Morty had a get fit member. Did Morty have a get fit member? We do not know until we check. But remember that I think I've tried this before, and I know he did not have a get fit member. So because it does not have a get fit member, we have to check more on Annabelle that had a get fit membership. All right, if Annabelle had a get fit membership and our ID is given to be this, let's copy that and see which table links with the get fit. Now let's check the get fit check-in. When did she check in, so that we can know how best to get fit now check in, to know what happened for her to be a witness there. Perhaps she could be a lead into what we are looking for. The membership ID and the get fit ID is the same thing. So joined together. So we are looking at membership ID, which is what I copied from that table previously, this number here that I copied, and let us see what happens. Okay, so she checked in by 5 o'clock, and she checked in by 6 o'clock, and she checked out by 4 o'clock, and she checked out by 5 o'clock. How would that be helpful for us? All right, if that's the case, it's like we have gotten to the end of the road, but it's not really the end of the road. To check your SQL skill is you keep on reiterating and making use of the schema to find something. All right, let's see what happens. Did Morty go for an interview? Since he did not go to get it, since he doesn't have a get fit now member, what happened? Was there an interview? All right, let's check for Morty. And we know that the person ID and the interview ID integer is the same. So what is his person ID? His person ID for Morty is this 14887. Now, so we now go for interview, where the person ID is this. Did he go for an interview? Oh yeah, so they got him and they took interview this thing from him, transcript from him, and he said that I had a gunshot and then saw a man run out. He had a get fit now gym member. The membership number on the bag started with 48Z. Only gold members have those bags. The man got into a car with a plate that included this. Okay, so we have membership status in a get fit member. This is getting very interesting. Now that we have gotten the transcript, Morty's transcript, let us see if we can also get Annabelle's transcript. So what is Annabelle's ID? This is Annabelle's ID. So let's check What did Annabelle say at her own interview since she was seen to be a witness? She said, I saw the murder happen. Now she saw, the other one heard, and I recognized the killer from my gym when I was working out last week on January the 9th. Very interesting. Very interesting interview. So we take that because we are going to use those details for a further probing. Now, if these questions are given for Moti said this. So we are going to use wildcards to determine the people that have this back membership status that starts with this, and they are only Go members that have it. And then we also have a plate number that starts with this. Very, very interesting. So for multi-testimony transcript, we have two people from those details. And let's see how that works. So we get back here and we go to this guy, because of course it's this guy that we have to take something from get fit member, and then we are going to look at where the ID, person's ID, or where this ID has that wildcard that he mentioned. Remember, the interview said that the membership number on the back starts with this, so the wildcard is going to come at the end. All right, great. From get fit. Now remember where the ID, or the person's ID, now the ID is like wildcard, you know, it has to contain something like 48Z wildcard starts with, and membership status is gold. Membership status equals to gold. Okay, interesting. All right, let's see who is that. Oops, okay. So there were two people, Joe Gamasuk and Jeremy Bowers, that has this. They have their membership status to be gold, and they have their ID starting with 48Z. Okay, really interesting time. So we copy that and we pressed it. Yeah. So let's go back and check Annabelle's transcript. What did she say she saw? She said that she saw the Get Fit member, and you remember that he was in the same place with you at a particular time. She said a lot of things. So one thing she said is, I saw the murder happen. I recognized the killer from my gym where I was working out last week on January the 9th. All right, if that's what she said, let us see. Okay, so we have this. It's gonna be get fit checking now, because she says she remembers it from this. Get fit now checking. Get fit now check in, where, so we don't need all this again. We're checking date. We have that, right? Yeah, checking date. Check in date equals to 2018 01 09. Okay, let's go back to see is there any other information. Okay, I think that's what she said she has. Right, let's try that. Oh, sorry, I didn't put this. pause that either. Oops, so there happens to be lots of people there that did that happen. Okay, if that's the case, what else do we do? Okay, I think we did not complete that. She also says that, and the membership ID is given to be 48Z7A. Okay, oops, okay, so we have something. So this is what happened there that day. All right, okay, so we have somebody that has almost the same details, something like that. I'm not sure, so we cannot assume we cannot assume that that is the correct thing. So what I actually did now is I just picked if this was a testimony of Morty, I just picked the ID of the first person to check. Now all I need to do is to pick this ID of the second person here to also check, because we are testing our SQL skill here, so there is no one size fit it all. Okay, I remember what I did, so I just carried and pressed to see what is going to be the outcome, and this is what we also had for the second person. It means that both of them were actually present in the gym when Annabelle went to the gym on this very day. So since we have that, what then do we do? This is where you bring in your intermediary skill, where you have to join their person. You have to join Get Fit Now membership with your driver's license, and Get Fit, you have to join it with person, and also join with driver's license. You have to join these three tables together to find exactly who killed the person, because we have all of these together. We found out that these two persons there is a tie because both of them were present in the gym that day. So all right, so let's continue. This way you bring in your intermediary skill. You can just click reset and the whole thing will reset, but I do not want to start all of it from the beginning again to type everything. That's why I just remove it with that. So person, you abbreviate it as P from. So I'm joining this table. Why I choose to start with person, because it's only person table that connects Get Fit Now member and driver's license together. So I start with person, then I join it with Get Fit Now member, Get Fit Now member, and call it G, and then I'm joining it on what is their similarity. What do they have? What is the primary key and the secondary, the foreign key? The primary key here in person is ID, while the secondary key here is the person ID. So you join P dot ID is equals to G dot person ID. Now you join again driver's license, and you call it D. So driver's license is license ID for person and ID for driver's license. So we are joining on P dot license ID is equals to D dot ID. So now where are we joining it from? Remember, the testimony say that the membership status is a gold member. That's the only way to find out who committed the murder, is gold. And and the plate number like wildcard. So we're given from the testimony, because when we did this singularly, we did not find anything useful that consisted of everything. So we have to join the table together to actually find out who is this person. Yep, has something like this. Remember to always put it here. All right, let us see what we would have. Okay, so it is actually Jeremy Bowers that committed the murder. Oops. Oh, so why did if that's the thing, let's check. Insert into the name of the person here. Okay, this is how to know if we are correct. Jeremy Bowers, are you the one that committed the murder? Oops, congrats, you found the murder. Yay, it's Jeremy Bowers that committed the murder. So you see, we actually found out that Jeremy Bowers was the one that committed the murder from here. But we were not sure because we did not want to assume or accuse anybody. So at the point we got here, we would have tested between this person or this person. But I think we learned something from our SQL skill on this, because I didn't mean we just did that. We wouldn't have gotten to joining tables, multiple tables together. So we actually found that Jeremy Bowers had committed a murder. But there is something else to do. But wait, there is more. If you think you are up for a challenge, try querying the interview transcript of the murderer to find the real villain behind this crime. If you feel especially confident in your SQL skill, try to complete this final step with no more than 2 queries. I'm not sure, but we can try. So Jeremy Bowers killed this person, committed a murder, but who sent Jeremy Bowers to commit the murder is what we are going to find. Okay, so let's go back to all right, we said let's go back to something, person ID. Okay, I'm sorry, just a minute please. Jeremy Bowers. Okay, now we have gotten his ID number. Let's hear his testimony in the interview. Remember when we interviewed Morty and what's her name, Annabelle? They gave us a testimony. So let's interview Jeremy Bowers to see what he is going to say from interview table. Interview where what do we have at the interview? Person ID. Okay, where person ID is equals to so yeah. Okay, this is his transcript. I was hired by a woman with a lot of money. Interesting. So I mean that means you're going to come into income. Very, very interesting SQL game. He was hired with a woman that has a lot of money. I don't know her name, but I know she's around this tall. She has red hair and she drives a Tesla model. I know that she attended the SQL Symphony concert 3 times in December. Oops, so many information, but how then do we decipher it? All right, we go back to this, and since we already have some information, she drives a Tesla model. That's one information. So we can check our car model. Then we have car model here. Interesting. And then we can check her gender. Okay, this is gender. And we can check her hair color. This is hair color. She said her hair color was red. All right, having all of those information, let's see what we can do with that information. Driver's license. Where car model, we have to use wildcard again because Tesla model, there's so many, like, you know, I mean, I remember when I first did it, I did Tesla model and there were so many Tesla model. I was like, let me just use model that is given. Where the model is S. And an agenda is said to be female. Okay. And she's said to have a hair color is said to have red. How is the color spelled? Okay. Color is American color spelling, not British. Red. Okay, since we have all those information, let's see. Oh, so there are 3 people here that has red hair, that are female, that their car model is Tesla, and this is their ID. All right, so we copy everything as usual because we are going to make use of that. Since we already have that, so we are going to test something. What we are going to test is the driver's license ID. So from person, we are going to test to know their name, because I mean we are supposed to get the name of the person to insert here to know who actually killed the person, to actually know who ordered the murder. So we are taking all their ID and inserting in person to get their names. So the first person ID here is this person. Remember, the person has lots of money, so we have to be careful. Person where license ID is equals to. Okay, so we have one person, Miriam Presley, and this address number and SSN. So with the SSN, we can now check our income. That is the reason why we check that, because remember they say the person has lots of money. Now the second person, what's your name and who are you? Second person is Regina George. I like the name Regina and I like the combination with George. That's the second person. And who is the third person? The third person is Red Cup. Okay, so we have all those women, and since we have them, what then do we do with them? So at this point now, since you already have these three names, it's either we take their SSN number to check their annual income to see how much they have. But remember, we were told to do this in just 2 steps. Or since you already have their names, you have to check, just copy the names and see who murdered the person. That's not the right person. Okay, it's not Red Cup. Is it Regina George? Let's find out. Let's see. Is it Regina George? It's still not the right person. Could it be Miriam Presley? She the one that murdered this person, that sent Jeremy to murder the person? Yes, so congratulations, you found the brain behind the murder. Everyone in SQL City helps you. You're the greatest detective of all times. Amazing. So it is actually this woman, Miriam Presley, that asked Jeremy Burroughs to murder the person. See how we use all this table together. So if you further want to probe in, remember the testimony of Jeremy Bowers said that the person has lots of money. So you can come here and check what is the annual income. Since we have this SSN, you can just come here and check what is the annual income and see what you have. But this is exactly how to solve this SQL game. When I first did it the first time, I was really amazed at how I was able to join those tables together. I mean, I used an entire 3 hours to solve it because I was just learning SQL. So this is the end of this video. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this video like I did, and I also hope that you like this video, you share it, you subscribe, you comment. If you run into a problem, just drop a comment and I will be pleased to actually attend to you. Till I see you again, stay blessed and have a great life. I'll release a second video very soon within this week, hopefully by God's grace. So yeah, bye.